Good, good evening. It is 10:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we've got lots of ships in the sky. I've just posted some pictures. If you haven't seen them, I've just posted them, and there are lots of ships in the sky, and it was actually relaxing for me to sit there and get to do some pictures finally. So I took these, I think these were taken at 7:02 p.m. Hello, Catherine Lewin. These were taken around 7:02. And yes, it was white skies outside. Well, it was actually dark, but yeah. And I turned my flash on, and these ships are there. They're up there in the sky. There are so many of them. Hello, Sharon Sharp. Domingo, hello, Sandra. So it is nice to see that the ships are still there. They didn't go anywhere. I'm hoping it's a good thing. I really am. And they're all white ships, so I like the color white. Hello. If you haven't seen, hello, Lisa. Yeah, we've got lots of pictures of the ships, and lots of orbs also up there, but you know, when you adjust the color, when I adjusted the color, you can see all these ships up there in the sky. Hey, Lisa Rapp, you're welcome. They're having something going on up there. They really are. Hello, J.R. Noel. Now, that's not too good of an image there. That isn't too good of an image. That's up there. Boa noite. Boa noite. I'm not going to contact MUFON because I'm sure they watch every single video and picture that I post, so they're well aware. Hello, Marco. It's the temperature is dropping. You're probably going to get some cold weather. Yeah, I've just been wondering, where are those ships? Because for the longest time, you all, those great big, I'm going to show you what ships that have been in the sky, and it's been nothing but these for the past week or so, and very little of these. Okay, so I was really surprised tonight when there were all these ships in the sky. Hello, Bruce C. Capitino. Hello, David Davis, Denny Holman. But yeah, we've got very good images of these ships. They're here, and these are ships coming out of something up there. I don't know what they're coming out of. Maybe another a wormhole. I don't know what they're coming out of. I really don't. Hola, Gina desde Chile. Maybe the orbs or souls in transition. Well, those orbs are gigantic orbs. They'd have to be one great big old gigantic being up there in the sky. The ships will come to the Earth this month, and it will be beginning of two species coexisting. Well, I hope that people are ready to coexist with them. You're very welcome. Hello, Fermasani Philiskov. Hello, Phyllis. How are you? Hello, Ruben KLLA. They're coming here soon. Well, there are a lot of them up there in the sky. Yeah, those are the best. Well, they are really good. These are good images. And these are big. These are big ships. I guess these are backup for that great big one. I guess they are, but this pretty orb-like ship is up there in the sky. I don't know why this is asking me to tag these pictures, and I don't like to tag them, but we've seen this one before also. So this is a Bobby Allen, a super shared. Thank you, Bobby Allen. Thank you, Bobby Allen, too, for super sharing. I saw your little thing, how you super share, but I'm not so sure that I'm brave enough right now to do that, because I've been having some technical difficulties. I've been getting my live feed cut. Robert, gatherings or something big, probably. The Palladians and the Palladian ships That's not very nice. A nice comment on there. There. Hello, fair Miss Urani. But hello, Patty Smith. How are you? That's nice to have you here, Patty. We've got ships up here. Lots of them in the sky. And we've seen these in a lot of photos. And we've also seen them in the sky, in the natural clouds this past week. And these things, they come out of these orb-like ships. I don't know what they do in there, but they also travel in those. What is this area taken from? Karen McDonald. Karen McDonald, I just go outside and I point my camera to the eastern sky, and these are the pictures that I get. So we're going to turn this back around and show these ships up there because they are in the sky and there are a lot of them. Look at all of them. It is a lot. It's a lot of ships because they had died down for a while. They really had. They had died down for a while, but now they are back in full force. Yeah. They're everywhere. I don't have any idea where they're from. And to be honest with you, I don't ask them where they're from. I really don't, because they're here. They are here. But I am excited to share those with you. And it looks like there's two different types up here. At the top, there is the rainbow type. I'm sorry I didn't zoom in on any of these like rainbow-looking ships up there. I did not zoom in on them because I zoom in them quite often. But the rainbow-looking ships are up there at the top, and you can look at them yourself. And then you have these normal-looking ships down there. Well, I guess they're all normal. You have the zigzaggy ones and stuff, but just look at that. If I could get that at a good angle. But I can't really get it at too good of an angle. I can go like that to let you see exactly what it looks like. This is real Louisiana compost. Greetings, Philip Barr. Yeah, I think they do know that I'm photographing them. Yeah, these are real. These showed up in the camera tonight. But I do like to adjust the brightness and stuff, because if you adjust it just the right way, you can bring these ships out. You can bring them out. And this is just about as many. I think they all cluster together in the clouds during the day, like they did in front of that sun. They just hide behind the clouds. I started this back in June, and we slowly got to this point to where we could photograph these ships up there. So you can go through these pictures, but you can clearly tell that these are not clouds up there. These are not clouds. These are actual ships up there in the sky. Actual ships with shapes. And they're coming out of the east sky. They're coming out of the east sky. I don't think they're going back into the east. They're coming out of the east. The eastern sky. It's more like I point my camera more like southeast, but it's in the east, but it's at the very corner, so I would say it's like southeast. How big do I think one of these ships are? One of these ships it's bigger. I think they're bigger than a regular commercial aircraft. They're really big in the sky, and I just photographed them with my iPhone 8 and a clip-on lens. But earlier this week, it was just my iPhone 8 that we were seeing them live in a video that we were doing of the sun, and also I just took a photo, and they were all in the clouds in front of the sun, coming out in front of the sun. But these are actual ships up there in the sky, and you can't deny what you're looking at. Well, you can if you want to be in denial, but these are ships. They're up there in the sky, and they're coming from somewhere, and they're already here, and I'm sure there'll be more coming where these are coming from. So that is pretty amazing. And I know they look tiny right here. Muhammad Ali, of course they look blurry because I'm showing you with this phone, but if you go on the actual page and look at them yourself, they're not blurry. I'm not looking for any confirmation from any UFOologists. I'm not. So, sorry. All I'm doing is I'm out here sharing pictures with the people who are on here on the Facebook, who are on the YouTube, and anyone else who is interested in what I'm photographing. I'm sharing it with the world, and there is no intermediary. That may sound a little cold-blooded, but it's not, okay? Yeah, there goes a bunch of videos up there. Yeah, but these are actual ships in the sky. They're all up in the sky. Oh my goodness. Ships and like orbs. And this is like this is like the whole photo. I've got a lot of duplicate photo in here instead of like screenshots. But if you see something up really, really close, that means all I did was a screenshot. So if you would look for that data on a really up close one, you're not going to find it. But you will find it in the ones that are slightly bigger. You'll find the data that people are looking for to see if these are actually real, if they were actually taken, because I don't know what they're looking for, but I put a couple data sheets on there to satisfy some of those people. Hello, Eddie. Oh, you're right, Deidre Washington. I do not owe anyone any explanation, but I will try to be, I'll try to answer it. No. You know, I just try to get pictures, all different types, so you can get an idea of how they are in the sky. Now, some of these, you know, they are going downward. Some come down from up on high, and then some they just coming, and these look like they're coming in an opposite direction. So these are coming. It looks like they would be coming up from the north that way, and these are like coming up from the south, if you say north, whatever, at the top. They're coming at different angles. I don't know what they're doing. I don't. But yeah, these are those zigzaggy like ships that you can see on Soho. You can see these zigzaggy ships caught on some of the Soho, the Lascaux Soho images. Sometimes they'll be just single, and sometimes, you know, they'll be like a double ones or whatever, but these have actually been caught. Hello, Lisa. Hello to everyone on here who are joining in on this live video. And these are one of those zigzaggy ships. They can cluster together, and so can these other ones. They can all like interlock together like Legos and stuff. So these are up there. I know I've said it before, but yeah, it is pretty amazing. And I really wonder I'm wondering if the bigger ones are like battleships. You want to see them in person? You probably will one day. You probably will. And if you do, I hope you have no fear inside of you. I hope you have a good attitude. Yeah, that is they're coming out of the clouds. I know this is kind of big, so I can't really zoom up on that. But you can see like the little windows in here. I can't zoom up on that too. But this right here would be a screenshot, I think. Maybe and maybe not. It might be a real photo that was not just screenshot. But look at them. I would like to know what it is they're coming out of. Another dimension? Are they coming through another dimension or something? Well, they're coming, Jose, regardless. Hello, Janet Beck from Florida. But yeah, these aren't clouds. These aren't clouds at all. They're ships. They're ships up there in the sky, and there's thousands of them. And here's some bigger ships right there. These big old orb, organic-like ships. And like, they do travel in these. I really would like to know the nature of these right here. There could be, you can see how many of these would fit in there. Probably 2, 4, let's see, 6, 8, let's see, 2. And probably around 100 of these would fit in there, maybe. Maybe they go up in there and they refuel. Maybe this refuel in here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just happy to share these with you. I am. They're matching your new dimension. Yeah. It could be a shield of some sort, you know. But there they are up there in the sky. And I could not see these with my naked eye because the sky was very dark. Sometimes they'll show up in the regular sky photos if you are lucky enough to get a good picture of them. This image right here has also showed up on the Soho, the Lasco. These images of these types of ships right here, they have shown up too. That's pretty neat what's in the back of them. It just makes you wonder. I've not zoomed up like this before on these ships, but they're all white. They showed photos taken by Russian astronauts which look like angels. That's pretty interesting. They could be removing the dark cabal. I've heard that. You know, this looks like it has something gray on the top of it. Perhaps. But, you know, you can take these photos and look at them yourself. But this is an actual photo. If someone was to look for the data on it, that exit data, whatever it is, they'd find it on this of actually being taken. And what you're looking at, it is real. It's a ship. These are ships. The sky is full of these ships. That's what they are. It's full of these ships. And I for one, am surprised to see this many, again, because it's been a while since we saw this many ships up there in the sky, but now they're here. And it just makes me wonder, like last time, we saw a lot of ships in the sky, and then more kept coming and more kept coming, and then the number just kept increasing. I don't know who Joe Collier is. If he says he or she has no idea what these are, well, it's clearly, I have an idea what they are, and I think a lot of other people have an idea of what they are. Let's look up close. They look like ships to me. That's what they look like, ships. These look like ships in the sky to me and to a lot of other people. So we can tell you what we think they look like, because we have a pretty good idea because we've been following this for a long time. They're ships. Ships in the sky. Yes, they're very conscious being. Yeah, not everyone is meant to see the ships, and some people have different gifts. That is true. I don't know if there is a war going on. Steel type, Aaron. I take these with my iPhone 8. And you can tell that they're ships. All different types. Big ships, little ships. I like it how when you do a live video with Facebook Live, you can zoom up on this stuff. That's pretty amazing. Even though you're seeing like my computer screen, I think it's pretty amazing. It really is. But we have all kinds of ships up here in the sky. All kinds of ships. I am somewhat of an empath. Hello, Masami Yamazaki from Tokyo, Japan. It is nice to think that they would be protecting the earth. Rob Fallon, hello from Scotland. Could be, very well could be angelic beings. I wouldn't rule that out either, but they look like ships. But there are lots of them. And I'm just as new as this as you are. And this is like just a close-up of one of that a great big orb-like ship. You see, these have distinct shapes. And I know that there are some professionals out there who know exactly what we're looking at, but then they will not admit it for one reason or another. I don't know if it's fear, or I don't know if it's because of who it's coming from, but you know, that's okay because we are seeing it. We're seeing it for ourselves. Look how this is like, these are literally squared out so we can see these. If you go zoom up on these are literally, it looks as if they've opened up a door and let us see these. This is what it looks like. Yeah, they have opened up an area for us to look at these. Can you tell that right there? That's what they've done. They have opened up an area for us to see them. I think that's pretty amazing. You're very welcome, Donna Waan Chase. This is from Salem, Indiana, but it's in the sky. I took this picture in the southeast sky. It is quite phenomenal. I don't get a bad feeling from these at all. I don't. I know that there is a lot of fear that has been pushed throughout the years concerning aliens and stuff. But that's all right. That's all right. We're looking at these pictures right now. I don't know if this is an invasion. I wouldn't say it's an invasion. Now, some people would think that it's an invasion. But I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. I don't feel invaded. Now, this is kind of blurry because I wasn't able to adjust the filtering on here yet, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like before it's all fully adjusted. This is like a whole photo. And this right here, this had a very unique shape here. In the center of that orb, this is pretty neat. They might land soon. Yes, they might land soon. They might land soon in your yard, in my yard, or in the major centers of major cities. In the center of cities, and this is the whatever this data is that they look for. This EXIF data. This is what they look for. You can delete the photo, remove it. Yeah, this is what they look for. But yeah, I did take this photo right here in Salem, Indiana, 2 hours ago, and on my iPhone 8, and I turned my flash on, and it was taken January the 12th, 2019. Oh, this says 7:01:25. So I've got the wrong, I'm off by a minute, but that's okay. And I edited that. I did not put the other remaining sheets on there. There's like 4. It just tells you that it was with the iPhone 8. But yeah, people do look for that data. And some, even though they see it, they will not admit to it. But that's okay because we're seeing it. And you know, they're up there. The famous alliance. I don't know what happened to my screen just now. It just went like that. So we're gonna turn that right there. These are up in the sky. They're not very far away. Castle Alexander. We did film them a little bit this week in a live video when we was doing the sun. They did like move in front of the sun, but the sun was super bright. But I couldn't tell if they were in motion or not. You can tell I have gray genetics. That's kind of funny, but I really shouldn't laugh because he probably is serious. Oh, you think I'm being tracked? Everyone on here is being tracked. We're all being tracked every single day of our lives. I did see them up in the sky this week. I seen the top half of one, the rainbow looking one. I seen it very clear. It peeked its the top part of its ship out from the clouds where I could see it. Because I asked, I want to see what you look like. I did. So I got to see, and then it just went back down into the cloud to where I could only see the very tip. But you can see these, and you can look up in the clouds if you got yourself in tuned with them, and you can see these ships. They're big. I don't think I'm an ET. Castle Alexander, you probably will get to see them. Yeah, they're coming out now. I don't think they like to be hidden in the clouds. I think they want people to know that they are out there. Otherwise, I would not be getting these pictures. And I want to try to get to that one photo where we could zoom up on it. Oh, block Jay Zooks. He's annoying. Well, if I see him, I'll block him. I will block him if he's being disrespectful, because that's not nice. I don't think he would put up with somebody going on his page and being disrespectful either. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, that's kind of disrespectful. I don't like that. I don't even think that's... It was kind of funny, but then I realized, you know, you're just doing that, so that's not nice. Yeah. Maybe they are here to keep the planet... Okay, he's not a nice person. Yeah, Kimberly Sloan, I blocked him. I did. So these outlines right here, you see there's like a box around these. That's what we're seeing. They're allowing us to see them. And that's why it looks like there's probably stuff around them, like bars or something. They've opened themselves up. We could not see them. We could not see them that well around a couple months ago because they were slightly hidden. And someone said, and now we can see them quite clear. They kept getting clearer, and someone said that's because they're getting closer. Yeah. Hello, Ann Hastings. And they are close. They're really close because they're right up there. Do they have a message to Brazil? Are they looking after Brazil? I don't know. Oh, I've saw that the day the earth stood still. It could have been a preview. I'm not sure why there are some, well, why there are so many ships in the sky right now. Well, we've got a lot going on in the world geopolitically in a lot of countries. You're very welcome, David Davis. I'm sure they would be in Australia. I'm sure there's people there. If they went outside and took a picture and they were in tune, I'm sure that they would be able to get these images. There is a lot more ships, a whole lot more ships. You could see them from Texas if you can get in tune with them, I think. And the way I understand, not everybody is going to be able to see these. They are angelic. Oh, Jay is a tro and there is nothing on his profile. Oh, did I block him? I can't remember. What about in Canada? I would say that you could see these anywhere. I don't think they would just be flying over my house alone or in Indiana alone. No habla español, Mateo. These ones I photographed, they're in the eastern, southeastern sky. Yeah, and you know when I hear people say you need to raise your vibration level because people who are like depressed or have a negative attitude or whatever, they're like a low vibration, okay, and then they keep insisting you need to raise your vibration to the 5, whatever it is, 5D, 5G. Do you think that has anything to do with these, that 5G networks? Because if you raise your vibration higher, you won't feel as much effects from it because of it. You see them all the time, Robin Coffee Brown. Thank you. You've seen them, Maria Medlock. Yosef is, if they put this on the news, I think it would cause mass chaos. July the 20th says Chico Xavier. I have lots of fans in Argentina. Argentina. Hello, Logan Christian Zabla. Hello, Elnay Sepo from New Zealand. Jane Blow, 70,000 Palladian ships out there now. Well, it's in the thousands, that's for sure. That is true, Ray. I think it's true. Good evening, Susan. I've got so many comments on here. Estoy. Greetings from Argentina. Okay, so if you're tuning in, there are a lot of ships up here in the sky, a lot of them. And you know, notice how these ships, it looks like they just like are setting inside of a opening because they want us to see them. They're setting inside of an opening, otherwise they would be completely covered and we wouldn't see them, but it really looks like they want to be seen because look at them. It's like they've come out specifically to be seen. And you can see this with the other ships too. Because if they did not want to be seen, we would not be seeing these at all. That's what I am certain of. We would not be seeing any of these ships. You wouldn't be seeing any of them at all if they did not want to be seen. Boa noite. My screen goes dark on me, and I don't know why. Hola, Sayo, Davila. They are parked at LaGrange places. Yes, if you have not had a chance, you can go through these photos. I only post 40 because that's the limit I can post on Facebook at one time, unless I do 2 posts. Unless I do 2 posts right here. But we can zoom up on these, and I don't know if they're any of our ships. I don't know why our ships would be up there in mass force in the sky. I don't know why they would be, unless we were at war, but then I don't know. I didn't send those shots to NASA. I thought a lot of people who work at NASA are furloughed. Whew. It's cloudy here. It's been cloudy here all day, Jose, where I'm at. But I like to go out I like to go outside and take pictures on the cloudy days because for some reason I get really good images. And I don't really know too much about these ships or where they're from or any of these alien races, but there are a lot of people on here who know about that stuff, and I think we can help balance each other out in a good way. But they're pretty amazing. Oops. A plan Q device. They can't fly in the sky forever. Well, they would eventually run out of fuel. I know we have well, they can fly in the sky for a long time because they have refueling planes just like we do, and they can refuel in the sky. Yeah, I just like looking up on these photos. And it might look a tad bit blurry here because we're looking at it from the computer screen. But you can look at them better yourself in depth. They're coming out of the... I don't know what they're coming out of. And they're coming from the eastern sky. It is pretty amazing. It's very interesting to see. It really is. We saw this ship right here, this one right here, this type. I actually caught it in a video, not a live video, but well, it is a video in live motion, poking in and out of the cloud. I put a video on my timeline this week, a few days ago, of this poking out of the cloud, right there. Thank you, David Davis. These photos I just took today, this at 7:01 p.m. These are fresh off the press, off my iPhone. Yeah, they're very huge. You're very welcome. Open McDonald franchise. It is very interesting. They opened a portal. Yeah. Oh, my left hand is tingling right now. Yeah, I need to quit staring at that ship, but I just think it's so neat how they look like they're just coming out like that. I'm located in Salem, Indiana. It should be in the top of the heading in the description of this post. And no habla español. I don't speak Spanish. But you can see there's gobs of ships, gobs of them. And you see the little square around them. And that means that, I feel it means that they want to be seen. So that's why that square is around them. They're opening themselves up so we can view them. They know we're watching them. So you can look at yourself and you can see what I mean. I know this is kind of blurry from the computer screen, but if you look closely, you can see that there is like a outline around them, and that's their way of letting us know that they're out there. Real time, baby. The Bobby Allen Truth Factory. Gina. Well, thank you, Bobby Allen, Truth Factory. Oh my goodness. We've already been through these photos, but we'll go through them one more time. This is the actual whole photo in the sky right here. There is a lot going on. And I just want to say it is dark right here. And in a lot of the photos, if I were to lighten this, adjust the lighting on this, you would actually see like a grid, like a tic-tac-toe pattern right here next to this white object in the sky. You would actually see a tic-tac-toe pattern. You've seen it in some other photos if you've been on the timeline. I've only saw it started coming up just a week or two ago. I have an iPhone 8. Yeah, but there's something about this area right there. But this is a photo. Oh, that's me. I meant to click the screen to go to the next screen. But there are orb ships and regular ships up there. And they're coming, there's two types up there, maybe 3 types of ships up there. We've got these zigzaggy ones coming in from another direction. I don't know who are they from. I don't know. I'm not using Photoshop. I just use the filters on my phone where you can like make it brighter, or the contrast, or blackness. I think that's called blackness or something, brilliance and things like that. Yeah, they are flying around all over up there, all over the sky. I like it when you see them like that. And these ships have actually showed up on NASA's, if you go to the Soho, I'm sure people who watch those have seen these types of ships, because I have some on here from around 6 years ago when I would take photos of save the photos from NASA, from the last go. That exact type of ship. Raw and uncut. Oh my goodness, that's kind of funny. So if you haven't had a chance, you can look at those. They are closer. I think they are closer because I can see them in the sky now. I don't know if it's because I've asked to or not. But it's pretty amazing. It really is. And this video will go to Jose Aguirre. That photo was taken today. This video will get uploaded to my YouTube channel, and I will put these pictures in a video format and upload that to my YouTube channel, and then share it on the Facebook. I think there are at least 2 types of UFOs up there in the sky right now. 2 types. The zigzaggy type that are at the top corner of the screen, and then this type right here. And I think they can connect like Legos. These can. Look at that. It's got a bluish tinge to it. It's pretty neat. And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to see these. Are these visible with the naked eye? Well, I don't really look directly in the sun with my naked eye because I don't want to cause my eye any damage. But you can use your phone and point it toward the sun. Yeah, you speak of grids. Uwalina Adasu. Yes, you can capture these images. The Native American people in Arizona all have stories of the sky people. I think that's wonderful. I know they were very in tune with all of that kind of stuff, but yeah, this is like the best photo where you can see how many ships are up there, and there's more behind here. In the darkness, they're coming out. They come out. I don't want to, yeah, they just coming out from all over the place. I know these are massive. These are bound to be massive in the sky. So you're very welcome. Freddie, Lorenz, I think they can be seen in any of the skies in the United States and also in the other parts of the world. You have the blue avian photos, Bobby Allen, too. We're going to have to see the blue avian photos. I don't know why you couldn't take a picture of these with your Galaxy S5. I know that certain phones have certain technologies that are better than others that can pick up things that other phones can't. The grids are known by the Native Americans, and they are seen on the rocks and always places where the rock was cracked, and this was to show that the portal opens in the grids, and if you can show them here on the photo, that would be good too. I actually do have a photo where they are shown. If I open up in my other, if I open up this Facebook page and if I go to my photos, I can show you exactly where they're located at. I just got to get to my, now I got the white screen. I think that's kind of funny. I've got a white screen now because it doesn't want to load for me. I guess I'm not supposed to show you that. I guess I'm not, or you would see it because that screen is completely white. I'm going to try to pull that up because it's not been taken too long ago, and we're gonna look at these photos so we can get to it. This is the event. I'm gonna take you right here to these photos, and we're gonna look for. I'm gonna hold this right here, and we're gonna look for that grid that is next to that big bright area. So we're gonna go a little bit slow and find it. You'll just have to bear with me as we go through all these pictures. I know there's a lot of pictures right here, a massive amount of pictures, but that's okay. Yeah, these were in the sky. You see these ships right here? These were in the sky. That's how we saw them in the clouds. They showed up in the clouds. Those ships showed up in the clouds this week. They showed up for us, all of them. They were in the clouds. Right there. That wasn't a cloud, that's a ship. So we did see them, but we're looking for the portal. We're looking for the... We're going to look for the portal that's next to the sun, that little grid pattern. So you bear with me. And it will be on here as soon as... hope we don't pass it up. So we just wait right here till we get to it. We might go a little while. I haven't been posting very many of these kind of pictures lately because we've been doing a lot of live videos. So we're going to get to that. And if you see that, I know there's comments on here, but I can't look at them because I'm trying to... There we go, right here. Right here. You see that? Here is the grid right here. It's right next to that. I'm going to leave this on here for a second because this has a lag in it, but right there is the grid, and this is in the southeast sky. The grid that's next to the sun. So, yes, a grid pattern. Okay, that's a grid pattern that started showing up in the photos. I think around 3 weeks ago, maybe. I don't know. You're very welcome. That's why it appears. That's why it always appears like dark right here, next to it. And I never could figure it out until one day we saw that next to that object. Is it a portal? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But I thought it was strange to see that up in the sky. Is what I thought it was strange. But I want to get back to that page that we were looking at. Okay. Hello, Ronaldo Rivero from Bolivia. You know, my husband went to Bolivia when he was a teenager. He played the viola, and he did a concert in Bolivia. Yeah, that P900 out there, and I think leave it recording. You might catch something. But I always turn my flash on. And people kind of make fun of me. Why are you turning your flash on? Well, I don't know. I turn my flash on, and what's also strange is a lot of times when I turn my flash on when I'm taking a picture, my phone's flashlight comes on at the same time. When I take a picture, it just shines bright, and it also flashes. Now, I've tried to replicate that, but I cannot replicate it. I've tried to turn my flashlight on and take a picture with my flash at the same time, and it does not work for me. I cannot make that happen on my own just to try to make it happen. But it happens when I am taking pictures up there in that sky. So I don't know what's up with that. That might have something to do with it. Maybe it's a signal. The Navy has allegedly been to Mars due to anti-gravity ships and wormholes 1,000 years advanced, I'm sure. Longer exposure if the flash is used. Well, maybe that's why that flashlight comes on my phone too at the same time. Ray Kazim, yeah, that's strange. Okay, let's talk about the men in black. Monty Lunsford Carey. I did see a man in black. And years ago, I was in elementary school, and I would always walk home. We had to come down this great big hill, and I would walk home through the forest. There was a lovely creek that I would walk by, and had a cliff that had a waterfall. I just loved walking through the forest and through the creek at the end of my school day. And one day, I was so happy I was going to go home and walk through there, and there was this man in black. He was very tall, he was thin, he had black pants on, a long black trench coat, and a black hat. and he stood there staring at me, and he was smoking a cigarette. And there was a car actually parked there also, but he stood there staring at me, and I just stood there. I did not want to get close to him. I took off running the other way, and I took the long way home. And it was a long time before I went back taking my walk through the woods after seeing that man. So yeah, I have seen a man in black. I think he had a face. I don't know. Patty, you seen... Oh, Patty, you like, wow, you too. Me and another lady I know. Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, they've seen a man in black too. There's lots of people who have seen the man in black. But I haven't seen him recently. I don't think I want to see him. I don't. They protect the matrix. You seen one that had no face. You took a picture of the man in black. You know, and there's something to it, a long trench coat and hat. There's something to this. And I was also talking to someone else. Their grandmother was sick in the hospital. And this young gentleman was sitting there with his grandmother and mother. And she was really sick, and she was like in a coma or something. And then all of a sudden, the young man had left the room to, I guess, get a bite to eat. And the mother was sitting there with his grandmother, and this man came in the room, knocked on the door. He was dressed in black. He said, "Oh, I am a friend of whatever her name was," and he said, "We're old friends." And he walked over to the bed, and she was unresponsive, and he whispered something in her ear. And no one knew this man. They never seen him before, and here he comes knocking on the door, said, "I'm an old friend," whispered in her ear, and she is like in a coma or whatever. And then he left. And shortly thereafter, she passed. But they never seen that man again. They don't even know who he was. But he bent down and whispered something in the young man's grandmother's ear. So that is strange. It is. Monte, Lunsford, Carey, I think if they did not want this shown, they would shut me completely down. Now, granted, for the past few times I've been on, my video has been cut short by something. I hope that we don't experience that again, but really, if they don't want me showing this, they're going to shut it down, and you wouldn't see it anymore. Yeah, it would be scary to see that, but it happened. And you know, you don't forget things like that. But I think I'm going to be getting off of here. It's 11:12. It's almost been an hour, I think. Yeah, I guess there is censoring going on. There's censoring going on all over the world, really. They're always landing in your backyard, Helene Gross. Wow, it's 2 a.m. in Brazil. No, oh, yeah. Oh, well, they'll send trolls. And, you know, they don't even have to send trolls because there's people who just like to troll just to troll. Troll on. YouTube. I'm going to try to end this video right here, but it's not going to end there. 4 a.m. in England. So thank you all for tuning in. And yes, we do have a lot of ships up here in the sky. And you can share these videos. I don't care if you share this video. I don't care if you share my pictures. They're public. They're for public use. But please don't share them to be share them in a derogatory way and to belittle me, because if you do that and I find out, I will do a copyright infringement. Okay, but other than that, you know, they are free to share, okay? Just to do it in good faith and do it the right way. You too, Denny. So I'm going to end the video right here.